Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has made a major mistake with the Bloodline, and crowning new champions in WWE, says Hall of Famer, may cause issues. Exclusive. WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, has faced much scrutiny and praise alike for his creative decisions in shaping WWE's future. But recent decisions regarding the Bloodline storyline and the crowning of new champions have sparked controversy, with some industry veterans arguing that his choices may have destabilized WWE's trajectory. Among those voicing concern is a WWE Hall of Famer who believes that Triple H's moves might be mistakes that could impact WWE in unexpected ways. Let's break down the storyline intricacies, the criticism, and the potential long-term implications of Triple H's latest creative gambles. The Bloodline has been WWE's flagship storyline for years, with Roman Reigns at the center as the Tribal Chief and Universal Champion. This Samoan Dynasty storyline has drawn in fans through complex family dynamics, intense rivalries, and high-stakes drama, with Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman forming the core. It's a story that explores loyalty, betrayal, and the struggle for power within a wrestling family, resonating with audiences on an emotional level and leading to unprecedented attention. Triple H was instrumental in building the Bloodline into a WWE powerhouse, but with Reigns' long title reign, fans have begun to clamor for change. The challenge lies in maintaining the storyline's relevance without overextending it, and this is where the Hall of Famer's critique begins. The Hall of Famer claims that Triple H may have pushed the Bloodline storyline too far, risking fan fatigue and possibly losing the chance to establish new stars at a crucial moment. The unnamed Hall of Famer points to the dangers of prolonging storylines until they lose their impact. In wrestling, timing is everything. Too much delay in a character's evolution or a storyline's climax can hurt its effectiveness. Reigns' reign has stretched beyond 3 years, and while his dominance has kept audiences hooked, it has also left fewer opportunities for other wrestlers to rise to the top. The Hall of Famer argues that Triple H should have pivoted the Bloodline storyline sooner, either by splitting the faction or introducing new rivals to shake up Reigns' hold on the WWE landscape. This criticism suggests that WWE has missed the opportunity to allow other characters to step into the spotlight. Wrestlers like Cody, Rhodes, LA Knight, or even rising NXT talents could have gained more significant storylines if the Bloodline saga had not been so central. In particular, Cody Rhodes' loss to Reigns at WrestleMania 39 was a controversial decision. Many fans believe that crowning Rhodes as the champion would have been the right move to signify the end of the Bloodline's dominance. Instead, Reigns retained the title, and while this extended his reign, it may have stalled Cody's momentum. In addition to his handling of the Bloodline, Triple H has been scrutinized for his decisions regarding the crowning of new champions. WWE recently reintroduced the World Heavyweight Championship, positioning it as an alternative to Reigns' title. However, rather than using this opportunity to elevate a fresh face, the belt went to Seth Rollins, a well-established star who already had significant title history. While Seth Rollins is undoubtedly a fan favorite and a credible champion, the Hall of Famer suggests that this was a safe choice. Instead of giving the title to an up-and-coming star who could have benefited from the championship's prestige, Triple H opted for a more predictable route. The Hall of Famer believes that this choice could hurt WWE in the long run, as fans crave new and exciting champions to root for, not just familiar faces in repeated roles. The concern, according to the Hall of Famer, is that Triple H's decision-making might lead to stagnation. WWE's most successful eras have been marked by dynamic shifts in champions and fresh faces taking the main event scene. For instance, the Attitude Era had The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Mankind constantly vying for the title, while the Ruthless Aggression Era saw stars like John Cena, Batista, and Randy Orton rise to prominence. The current era, however, has lacked similar organic transitions, with Reigns' extended reign and Rollins' new title reign seen as moves that prioritize established stars over fresh talent. Triple H has shown willingness to experiment with storytelling, but some believe his recent decisions have favored stability over innovation. This preference might ultimately keep potential main event stars like LA Knight and Gunther from reaching their full potential. For WWE to grow, fans need to feel that new stars have real chances to succeed, not merely to play second fiddle to already established champions. The Hall of Famer argues that Triple H's choices may prevent WWE from developing a roster that can support the company's growth and attract new fans. Another core critique of Triple H's handling of the Bloodline is the lack of a clear endgame. While the storyline has successfully maintained suspense, it risks losing direction if it's drawn out without a satisfying resolution. A major theme in WWE storytelling is the hero's journey, a journey that typically involves overcoming a powerful adversary. The Hall of Famer believes that Triple H has failed to deliver a compelling hero to finally topple Reigns and take his place as the face of WWE. According to this Hall of Famer, the lack of payoff could harm WWE's storytelling in the long run. By continually teasing major turns and betrayals without follow-through, WWE risks exhausting the fans who have invested in the Bloodline story for years. Fans have seen hints of internal dissent, notably when Jey Uso turned against Reigns, but the storyline soon returned to a status quo where Reigns remained at the top. While this approach has worked so far, it could risk diminishing the impact of any eventual shift in power within the Bloodline if it doesn't come soon enough. The Hall of Famer's critique underscores an important point. WWE must prioritize the next generation of stars. While the Bloodline storyline has created iconic moments, the company's future depends on developing fresh characters and giving them meaningful opportunities. Triple H's legacy could hinge on his ability to shift the spotlight from established veterans to rising stars. Many fans have been vocal about seeing someone like LA Knight, Gunther, or even NXT's Braun Breaker ascend to the main event picture. LA Knight's recent rise in popularity has demonstrated that fans crave new heroes to rally behind, and WWE risks alienating its audience if it doesn't embrace these emerging talents. Triple H's choices have undeniably kept WWE on an exciting trajectory, but as the Hall of Famer points out, his strategy may need adjustments to avoid long-term repercussions. Wrestling is an industry driven by characters and storylines that resonate with fans, and keeping fans engaged requires more than just prolonged title reigns and familiar faces. If Triple H can learn from the Hall of Famer's critique, WWE could avoid falling into creative stagnation and instead build a roster of stars who can carry the company forward. By introducing fresh storylines, championing underutilized talents, and eventually bringing the Bloodline saga to a compelling conclusion, WWE can continue its legacy of innovation and entertainment.